guys, so today I thought I would do a more bookish video. So I'm going to be reviewing one book and then kind of telling you my first impressions on another book that I just started. So the first book I'm going to be talking about is The Heir by Kiera Cass, and I just finished this book I think 2 days ago, and I am absolutely in love with it. As you may or may not know, I love this series so much. I have the other last one, The One, but I don't have the other two in the series, and I haven't read the novellas yet. But I love these so much, so I'm so excited to have this one, and I'm so excited that I got to finish it. And I don't want to give too much away. I don't want this to be a super spoily sort of video. I want it to be like, I just want to kind of tell you what I thought about it. This book basically just follows the life and the process of the selection through the eyes of Edelyn Shreve. So that being said, this is about Edelyn Shreve, and she is the eldest of a twin set. Her brother's name is Aaron, and her name's Edelyn, and so she is going to be queen of Ilia, and she is going to be having a selection that I'm not going to tell you why because that's kind of a spoiler. So she has a selection. This kind of just shows her adventures and her trials and tribulations through the selection and how it's kind of difficult for her. I really love this novel. I could really connect with and identify with Edelyn more than I could with America. I felt like America was just different. I mean, they're very similar because they're a mother and daughter, and I mean, of course, they're going to be just a little bit similar. But I feel like Edelyn I could really connect with. She's very headstrong, and she's very much about, you know, duty and honor and, you know, doing what's right for her country, and I can totally respect that. And I feel like that's exactly how I would be if I was in that situation. I would, like, America was more about the romance and the love and all of that, but Edelyn's definitely all about her country. She has no need for romance or love or boys or men or whatever in her life. She is independent woman, and I love that, but that does hinder her a few times in this novel, and that's definitely one of the kind of main running storylines through this novel. It's hard for her to open up to people, and I feel like I can definitely relate to that. Of course, the writing was absolutely beautiful. I love Kiera Cass's writing mostly because it's so simple. So it's not super flowery and it's not super complicated or anything. It's very simple, it's very eloquent, it's very accessible, and I absolutely love that about this. And I feel like she really got Edelyn's voice like to a T. From the second I opened this book, I could hear Edelyn, and I didn't hear America. I didn't hear any other character but Edelyn, and I loved that. Because I feel like sometimes when they change to a different point of view or a different character in a series, it can kind of start to sound like all the same character, and that just gets really boring and really confusing, and I don't like that. So I really liked that about this book, that Edelyn wasn't really at all sounding like America, because that would have been really disappointing. And then I also loved her brothers. I love that she has all brothers, because I do too, so that's probably why I could also relate to her. And I loved her brothers so much. I love that she was a twin. I thought that was super cute. And her brothers are just great, and they don't overshadow her like a lot as characters, which is nice. I loved all of the other characters in this novel from like the other ships from the previous 3 novels, and I just thought that it was so imaginative and so interesting and exciting and different. I loved that it was 35 boys instead of 35 girls like it was in the last selection. I think that's super cool that things are changing and that they're, you know, things are being different. Anyway, so I mean, really, I can't say enough good things about The Heir, and look at the cover, it's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I'm kind of matching with it today. I'm matching. But I love this. It's absolutely beautiful. So beautiful. I got this from Target, and I definitely 100% recommend that you read this. If you haven't read the series at all and you somehow watched this and I don't know. But if you haven't read the series, you really need to. It's absolutely amazing.
And I mean, I guess I didn't really give away any spoilers because it's kind of obvious how it's going to end.
Yeah, I think that this, I mean, if you're not really into hardcore dystopian, or like you're not into like action packed reads that are like kind of really gnarly, like just like Divergent or The Hunger Games or even Shatter Me, if that's like all too much for you, the Selection series is going to be amazing for you. Kira Cass is a great writer. She's so imaginative, and I love the world. I feel like she built it really well. Overall, I really loved this novel. I got through it like literally 2 days. I was ready, and I mean, I'm working and I'm doing all this other stuff, and I read this super quickly, and I loved it. I am dying for the next book. I'm so excited. And yeah, that's basically all I have to say about the Heir. I am in love. Edelyn is just the greatest, and I give it an A+, 5 out of 5 stars. Yes. And the next book I have to talk about, which I just started, is Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. And look at how beautiful this is. I got this at Target the last time I went. When I was supposed to be shopping for other people, I ended up getting this book, and it's beautiful. I mean, if you've seen, the pages are black, and it's a beautiful cover, and it's so gorgeous. I'm like in love. I told you I would do a first impressions of this book. I've actually read the first book of the Grisha series from Leigh Bardugo, and I loved it. I haven't been able to get the other books because I owe some money at the library. So I am reading Six of Crows, and if you wanted to know if you needed to read the previous trilogy before reading this book, then no, you don't have to. I read it a long time ago, and I don't really even remember anything about it, and I was still totally fine. Leigh Bardugo's writing is so mature and interesting and intricate and beautiful, and I love it. And this book is just basically about 6 outlaws, and they're given this task by someone. They're going to be paid a lot of money, like millions of dollars, for this task, and they are just, you know, doing what they do best and being outlaws and being tricky and sneaky, and I love it. It's amazing and it's so cool. And basically, this is told in 2 different perspectives. One by a girl named, her name is Inej. So I've been pronouncing it Inej in my head, or Inej, or, you know, Inej, or Inej in my head. I'm not sure. I really need to look up that pronunciation. And then the other one is Kaz, but I think there's other points of views in this novel, but I haven't got to it yet. I think I'm on page 78 of this book, and I am in love. And what I will say is that in the beginning it was very, very, very hard to understand. I wasn't familiar with the world at all. But once you kind of start to understand what things are going towards, and like you start to understand kind of the words and the language and lingo of it all, it starts to really make sense, because Leigh Bardugo is just an incredible writer, and I absolutely love it. So far, I am hooked. I hardly can set it down. It's just so amazing. It's painting the most beautiful, intricate, incredible, and dangerous world that I could imagine, and I think it's just, I don't even really have words for it. Like, intricate just keeps coming into my mind, and dangerous, and it's not high-paced in the way, at least yet, but it's so interesting, and there's so many secrets and so many things I want to know, and I am just in love. So really, I mean, pick this up if you're at even just the slightest bit interested, because that's how I was at first. I was only slightly interested. I'm like, I really want this, but I'm not sure. And I just wasn't, super hooked on the idea of reading this book. But I ended up picking it up at Target, and I am in love, and I have no regrets. No regrets. So go ahead and pick up Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. It's super new, literally just came out, and you can get it on Amazon, Target, anywhere that sells books. I'm sure they have it. So go check it out. Alright, so that was my video, and I hope you guys liked it. If you guys like these book videos that I do, Let me know. I love reading books and I love talking about books and I like making videos about books. So if you like them and I like them, then that's probably a good idea to keep on doing it. So if you guys liked this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. I also do makeup videos, all that type of stuff. So if you came here for the books, then maybe you can stay for the makeup and the other videos. If you would like to, go ahead and check out the down bar for some links to the books, to Amazon wishlist, to Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, all that type of stuff. I am very active on social media, so I'm always there. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.